Welcome back to WigginsTV. It's your boy S.Wiggins, aka Wiggins, aka Worldwide Wiggins, man. And believe me, today we got a crazy one because we about to go all over the world with this one, especially the Crip world. Everybody done got caught slipping at least one time in their life. Even the most reputable gangsters all across America have found themselves in some very compromising situations and even had to really lie about who they was and humble themselves just to get about it. But regardless, you shouldn't let that define you. The lesson of the day, everybody get caught slipping sometimes. Before Gangster Chronicles, a popular West Coast podcast, went downhill after I heard one of the rap artists I used to respect condone someone snitching on the platform. I was a fan of the channel, and you was too, keep it 100. I see the episode where a West Coast legend named Drew Down told a story about him getting pressed while riding through the notorious Rollin 60s neighborhood. To be honest, I got people pressing me, telling me to tell the real story about what happened to Drew Down in the 60s, because they feel like he sugarcoated the story to make himself seem tougher than he really was. Now, me personally, I'm not here to judge. I'm not better than any other man, you know. I'm not here to judge another man about the decisions he made. But y'all know my channel is dedicated to putting a voice on the ones who don't got one for the hood legends worldwide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick summary of what Drew Down said happened. And then I'm going to tell you what the 60s who was alive said really happened from their point of view. You can make your own correlations from there. Fair? Alright. So Drew Down said he was riding through South Central and just had got finished smoking some weed with some bloods in the area. I'm not sure if it's the families or the brims or I'm not sure, but he said he just got done smoking some weed in the area with some bloods and they was super cool and they showed him a lot of love. But he said when he was driving through the 60s, no disrespect, with, you know, ride through with one of his girls, because he is kind of like a pimpalicious type of guy. He said he seen a guy on a bike staring at him. And then Drew Down threw up 5 fingers respectfully. And he was wearing all red. Things escalated when the young man on the bike told him F you and started pedaling fast as hell toward him, and catches up to him at the nearby liquor store or something. Drew said the Tony Loke ran and got a whole group of homies from the hood and they all pulled straps on him as he was parked at the liquor store. He said he had a 380 with 2 bullets, so he was unable to properly defend himself. He then said one of the OGs came to the forefront and mysteriously gave him a pass saying, Hey, my little homie say you a rapper, they Drew Down. And you know what? Come to think about it, you do look like Drew Down. Ha! Really, Ninja? Now, there's a few inconsistencies in this part alone, but we gonna get to that later, bruh. But one of the things I want to point out is the 5-finger thing. Like, that 5 stuff about bloods, you know, being mistaken for a blood with red and 5. Cali bloods don't do that, bruh. That's that New York shit that got mixed in the game somehow, and that's what I knew my whole life. I ain't never met a blood like A5. You know, we gonna get to that later. Okay. Moving along. Then he said he got mad at the girl for putting him in that situation, and she got mad at him because he had her talking to blood enemigos, and then they start fighting over the wheel, and somebody took the keys out the car, and then he ended up waltzing his ass up in some building mad as and then proceeded to punch on her, and then they snuck him out of what was supposed to be her house or her grandmother's house, and basically that's it. But one of the key important parts was they decided this was around 97, 98, and the kid on the bike looked like Nipsey Hussle. Yuckmouth said it was probably another brother named Sandman, but he's not sure. Today on WigginsTV, all questions should be answered. Here's the Rollin 60s version of what happened. Mr. Drew Down. So, they said Drew Down accidentally pulled up to one of the most crackingest sections of the Rollin 60s, the notorious Dime Block, which is around Hyde Park and 63rd Street. And sure enough, this is the section that Nipsey and Sandman used to hang on. And you most likely seen them talk about it in their songs or on like them DVDs back in the day too. But pay attention though, we ain't done. So that young homie on the bike was the only person that walked up on Drew Down. There was no gang of homies, just one little soldier with a aiming at his face, asking him what the he doing over there and why he wearing all that red. And according to them, they didn't just mysteriously realize that it was Drew Down and then decided, hey, it's you. Why didn't you just say so? You good over here. Access granted. And then just stepped aside as he let him in the hood like a damn sleepover. No, fool. Drew Down pleaded his case. Like, nah, chill, man. I'm Drew Down. Don't shoot me, homie. I ain't from here, bro. I'm from the Bay. I'm just visiting, with friends, man, and doing my little rap thing while I'm down here. I'm cool people, bro. Don't do it, bro. And let me pause that right there. Anybody with common sense would do the same thing. If you think about laughing at Drew Down because he got caught up that way in the hood, you ain't keeping it 100 with yourself, because you know damn well if a dude got the ups on you and you in they hood with a pointed at your face, you would beg for your life too. Don't front, cuz. Nobody want to die. Life is not Scarface. You're not just gonna sit there and absorb bullets like, hey, I'm still standing. Life is not Call of Duty. Once you get knocked down, it's game over. Ain't no coming back. If you was in Drew Down shoes, you would piss your pants, bricks, and give up everything in your pocket and some just to see another day. Facts. You can get in the comments a lot if you want to, but you only fooling yourself, if that. So now that we got that part out the way, Drew Down pleaded his case, and the young homie let him live, which is great, bro. I salute that. Now next, the girl that Drew Down is talking about in the video is actually a real homegirl from 60s that he really owed his life to, low-key. She saved his ass. So some way, somehow, they ended up at the building where she lived at. And she just happened to live at the first apartment unit in the building. Apartment number 1. Ain't that crazy? She was nice enough to sneak his ungrateful ass into the building and keep the 60s off his behind. Now, mind you, she was married with kids and just decided to look out for his black. Now, that's a real one right there. Shouts out to her, man. Big shouts out to her. If Drew Down ain't gonna shout you, I'ma shout you out. I can't say her name, but you know who you are, man. That's a real homegirl, not them raggedy eaters that come around smoking up all the weed and dress cute on hood day. They got them nappy braids the next day. This is a real homegirl. Shouts out. So long story short, she helped him out big time, and negotiations was made to sneak his ass up out of there so the 60s wouldn't catch on and realize what was happening. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes, the question that you all want to know the answer to. Without further ado, you clicked on this video for a reason. Who ran up on Drew Down? Was it Nipsey? Was it Sandman? Was it just another homie from 60s of Eritrean descent that just happened to be in the area? Drum roll, please. My sources say that Nipsey, rest in peace, wasn't old enough to really be active at the time during 97, 98. And I love Nipsey. I'm not even being disrespectful. They told me the timeline doesn't really match up. So that's with all due respect. My sources also say it most likely wasn't Sandman either, rest in peace, because they around the same age. So, what I heard, let Wiggins live, I'm like Drew Down right now. Don't take my head off, man. I'm telling you what I heard. I'm just a messenger. The young homie on the bike that pulled up on Drew Down straight from a reliable source, not me, I'm just the messenger, they said was actually Sandman's older brother. I'm not gonna say his name, you know. I don't know where he's at in life. I'm not gonna say nothing about it, bro. I'm gonna leave it right there. But they said it was Sandman's older brother. They ended up giving him a pass and everything was all good. Nobody got hurt. Ain't nothing to tell on. You know, so I'm not gonna dispute it nor confirm it. I'm gonna just leave this right here. And I'm sure a lot of people gonna have a lot to say. So there you have it, man. So, wow. First off, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. The realest. Realer than Pac in my eyes. Anybody. The realest rapper to come out of L.A. And I love me some Easy, but Nipsey, though. Rest in peace to Sandman. I don't know how you pronounce it, niggas, or, you know, rest in peace to the other Eritrean brother he was close to, Sandman. That was all in the video with him. Rest in peace to both of them, man. Shouts out to the 6 O's, man. You already know, man. Let's get it cracking. Let me know. Am I tripping? Did they lie to me? I'll take it down if I have to. Let's go. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know. I'm out of here. Wiggins.